Did you know that the ancient Greek gods had a profound impact on the course of human history? From the Olympian Zeus to the wise Athena and the powerful Poseidon, these deities were more than just figures in ancient myths. They were the embodiment of societal structures, philosophical ideas, and artistic expressions that have shaped our world in ways we can still see today. So let's dive into the fascinating stories of these gods and explore the hidden truths that have been passed down through the ages. First, we have Zeus, the king of the gods, who was known for his power and his many, many affairs.
Add water.
But what if I told you that the tales of his conquests were actually a reflection of the patriarchal society in which they were created? In ancient Greece, men held most of the power, and women were often seen as property. For example, Zeus's wife Hera was known for her jealousy and her wrath, which may have been a way of expressing the frustration felt by women in a male-dominated society. Similarly, the many love affairs of Zeus can be seen as a metaphor for the objectification of women in ancient Greek culture. However, it's important to note that the ancient Greeks didn't necessarily view these stories as anything other than just stories. They were part of a rich oral tradition that was used to entertain and teach moral lessons. It wasn't until later that people started to read these myths as historical accounts. Next, we have Athena, the goddess of wisdom and warfare, who was born from Zeus's head, fully grown and armed. Athena was a symbol of the intellectual and military might of ancient Greece. She was also a virgin goddess, which may have been a way of expressing the Greek idealization of purity and self-control. However, some scholars argue that this was actually a mistranslation, and that the ancient Greeks didn't necessarily view Athena as being sexually pure. Instead, they simply saw her as being unmarried. And then there's Poseidon, the god of the sea, earthquakes, and horses, who is known for his strength and his ability to control the natural world. Poseidon was often depicted as a rival of Athena, and the two of them competed for control of various cities, including Athens. The Greeks' desire to control the natural world is evident in their myths about Poseidon, as well as their other nature gods. They personified natural phenomena such as the sea, the sky, and the earth, and they worshipped them as divine beings. This was a way of expressing their awe and wonder at the natural world, as well as their need to understand and control it. The ancient Greeks weren't the only ones who had a fascination with the divine. The Romans, too, were captivated by the stories of the Greek gods. And as the Roman Empire spread throughout Europe, so did the popularity of these myths. During the Renaissance, people began to rediscover ancient Greek and Roman art and literature. And this renewed interest in classical antiquity led to a revival of the pagan gods. It was until the 18th century